Hi everybody, how's it going? Mark here, and I've just got a little video here to show you. It's Free Comic Book Day. Yes! The two best words in the English language, free and comic books. Well, I suppose if you made comic books one word, would hyphenated count? Free Comic Book Day. Absolutely brilliant. I've literally just now got in from coming from my local comic book shop, which is about 40-50 miles away in Southampton. It's Forbidden Planet down there. Nice one, guys. Well done. Great day out. And yeah, I just thought I'd show you what I've picked up for Free Comic Book Day. This is my usual amount of comics that I get every month, because I can only get down there once a month, so that's what I got. These are the comics that I got from their what they call grab bags, where they take 4 issues of old stock comics, stick them into a bag, and they sell them on for £1, which I think is pretty good. So there. And I've also got my free comics as well. I've also got. I'll do a review on those ones later on when I've read them. I've got my official Marvel Ultimate Graphic Novel Collection, and if you watch Ghost Critics channel, you'll know all about these. That's the Wolverine miniseries from Chris Claremont and Frank Miller. This is Incredible Hulk, Silent Scream. Nice big book, that one. And the Astonishing X-Men Gifted, which is the Joss Whedon one from Astonishing X-Men 1 to 6, I think. But yeah, if you go on Ghost Critics channel, he's already reviewed most of these, so, and they're bloody good. And I also picked up a copy of Dark Side magazine, because you gotta love horror films. You gotta love horror films. And my figurine collection as well. I get my DC ones from the comic shop, and I get my Marvel ones from my local newsagents in a little village around here, some of those used to live in. And I'll show you the magazines. I'll do a bit more of an in-depth video on these figurines, plus the new chess pieces from the DC chess collection. Go. And a really nice Swamp Thing figurine. And of course you've got previews, Marvel previews, and such. So that's what I've picked up today. But yeah, it's Free Comic Book Day, and I was lucky. I got up. I shall run you through my day so far. Right, I got up at Christ 100 hours, which is called 6 o'clock in the morning, so I could get the train to get to Southampton, which takes about an hour and a half to get there. I got to the shop about 10 to 9, 10 minutes before it opened, and there was about 15 people stood there waiting to get in before me. Which I think was lucky, because I actually managed to get one of their early bird packs. Now, their early bird packs consisted of 4 Free Comic Book Day comics, a few magazines that weren't part of the Free Comic Book Day, but I think there must have been overs that they had that they just chucked in there for freebies, which is fair enough, they're free, and as well as a poster. From what I understand, from what was on the label of the poster, it was a Twilight poster. Doesn't really interest me, don't know anybody who actually interested, so I ended up giving it to some random girl. She was nice. I just turned around to her and said, "Do you like Twilight?" And she said, "No, but my friend does." And I said, "Well, there you go, have that then." As long as it makes her friend. So as long as somebody else is happy with it, then I'm happy, you know. Met Jay from Jay's Comics as well on YouTube. Nice chap. Nice meeting you, mate. And hope to meet you again sometime, possibly. And also met a chap on the train coming back called Lee. How's it going, mate? I got, as I mentioned before, these comics here, the 4 packs. There was a few comics that I had doubles. Wolverine and the X-Men, Justice League Dark number 6, I think it was, Jennifer Blood 10, and some other ones, Night Force number 1. And he saw this guy Lee saw me with all my comics on the table and that, and he started asking me about questions about comics. So I answered them as best I could. And then after I'd gone through my comics and checked to see which ones I had and that, I just gave him some doubles and that to say, here you go, mate. If you're interested in reading comics, there's a few to read. They're not too bad. Here we go. So, yeah. That's my good deeds of the century. Don't expect any more. Now, from now on, I'm going to be a bastard. But talking about bastards, that might be a bit of a strong turn of phrase. Some people just aren't happy with what they get, are they? Even if it's something free. Some people, if you give them a £10 note, they'll ask for two £5 notes, won't they? Right. Like I was saying, the early bird pack from Forbidden Planet had 5 free comic book day comics in there, a couple of magazines, and a poster. Right. And as I said, I gave my poster away because it was Twilight. Vampires do not glow. Anyway, I actually heard some people complain about getting free comics. I actually heard one person turn around to his mate when his mate asked him, "Oh, what comics did you get?" He opened his bag up and said, "A bag of crap." It's free comics. If you don't want them, I'll have them. You know, if you're not satisfied with the comics you get, then don't get them. You know, you just can't please some people. Anyway, I'll show you the free comics I got. First up, they were giving, as I said, they had the grab bags and that, which, from what I understood, were free comic book day comics that they didn't have enough of to go around everybody. So they just randomly took comics and chucked them in these grab bags and that. I was lucky enough to get one of the early bird bags where there was about 20 of, and in those ones they had the really rare free comic book day ones that they only had a handful of, from what I understand. And did you know that in this country the comic shops actually have to pay for their free comic books? It's not a lot, it's not that much, but in America the comics are free. The comic companies send out the free comic book day comics to the shops in America, and I believe Canada as well, and they're free. They don't have to pay a thing. In this country, they have to pay. It's not a lot, but they still have to pay. I don't know if it's like import tax or whether they just have to pay like a shipping fee or something, but they actually have to pay to get these free comics. So even though you're getting a free comic, your local comic book shop still has to pay for them for you to get them for free. So, you know, there you go. That's what I was told by the guys in Forbidden Planet. So yeah, the not so rare free comic book day comics, which were the ones that they just had out on the counter. First one was the Image one. I haven't read these yet. I've just briefly flicked through them. G-Man looks pretty funny, and Revival, which is on the front, looks quite interesting. Looks like a bit of a 28 days later sort of thing. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Sure enjoy reading that. And we also have the Avengers, Age of Ultron, which, if you saw my last video, this comes out of Moon Knight, the Moon Knight series, Moon Knight number 12. You actually have a bit at the bottom of the last page. It says continued in the Age of Ultron. And also there was a bit in the Marvel's one-shot called Point One, way back last year, which also had a bit with Spider-Man and Hawkeye running around trying not to get killed by loads of Ultron robots. There's that. And you also had Spider-Man Season 1, which is just a little preview issue, first 20 pages, I believe, or so, of the Spider-Man Season 1 trade paper, hardback. And the DC New 52, excuse me, my throat's gone funny for some reason. The DC New 52 with, it's an okay cover. Jim Lee is a nice artist. I just don't go well with Justice League, sorry, as you know. And inside you also have a, if I can show this without doing any damage to anything, you also have a nice little poster. I suppose if you like the new DC, it's a nice little poster. So yeah, so that was the ones, the free comic book day comics that they had an abundance of. Yeah. And these are the ones that were in the grab bag. And first up we have the Valiant 2012 free comic book day comic with Exo Man of War on the front cover of it. And this just has previews in it for Exo Man of War, Harbinger, which is coming out. Exo Man of War was out this last Wednesday gone, the 2nd. Yeah, 2nd. And Harbinger's out next month on June the 6th, because that's what it says there, June the 6th. And then nice little poster in the centre if you want to take it out and ruin it. And then you have a little bit on Bloodshot, which I'm pretty interested in getting, because I used to like the original Bloodshot that was in the original Valiant universe in it. That's just a dossier sort of thing, with the typical thing you find in government stuff, lots and lots of black lines. And Bloodshot's out on July the 11th, so I shall definitely be getting that. Pretty cool picture there, without the glare. Yeah. And then you've got Archer and Armstrong, which comes out in August. That's pretty interesting. And that's right, it's just my mobile phone vibrating. So. And Eternal Warrior that comes out in winter. So I don't know if that'll be September or October this year. But that was pretty cool as well. And then Ray number 1, which comes out in spring next year. So hopefully the Mayan calendar is wrong and we'll all be around here to be able to read that. And there's a little checklist on the back that covers up to about August for the new Valiant universe. And I'm slowly losing my voice here. What is wrong? It's all the excitement of Free Comic Book Day. It is. It is. It really is. Excuse me, let's have a quick drink. Sorry, advertising. Don't mind advertising Jack Daniels. I might get that for free. Also, we have. Oh, I didn't realise that was on the back of there. Cool. Brilliant. Also, we have the Dark Horse Star Wars free comic book day comic with the flip of the Serenity series, which I think is coming out in July, I believe. And there you go. I'll just show you some. That's the artwork for Serenity. Very nice there. And again, these are just previews of the comics that are coming out. There's the artwork for the Star Wars one. Oh, there's Star Wars one's actually written by Zach Whedon, so yeah, pretty good. And so's the Serenity one, come to think of it. That's what it says there, Zach Whedon. Yep. And also got the Transformers Regeneration 1 free comic book day comic. There you go, pretty cool. There's some of the interior artwork in there as well. One thing I do like about the comics that I get from Free Comic Book Day from Forbidden Planet in Southampton is they don't stamp that. I'm really glad about that. I have actually picked up some Free Comic Book Day comics from some places on eBay, and they've actually stamped it with their stamp. I know that's the idea for the. Yeah, I understand that's the idea for the blank bit where there's no barcode, and you know the comic shop stamps it, but come on, comic book collectors don't want you to stamp their comics. They want it a nice near mint or mint copy. But anyway, I digress. And in my early bird pack, I also got, yes, Mouse Guard, the hardback. Whew. The one I think everybody's after. It gets some really nice artwork in there for that. There you go. And it's not just Mouse Guard either. There's a couple of it looks like Labyrinth actually. Is it? I believe so. Doesn't that look like Labyrinth to you? That looks like Labyrinth to me. The one that had David Bowie in with a really bad wig, and the one that was in the Incredible Hulk movie, whose her name escapes me at this moment in time. So there you go. And from a comic that I don't know what it is yet, but the artwork looks pretty cool, pretty funny. So yeah, that was that one. Mouse Guard. And when I went back to chat with the guys after the melee and the throng dissipated, I went back to talk to them and that, to see how they were doing, and have a chat and everything. And again, somebody obviously didn't want this. They took it out of their grab bag and just dumped it on the counter. Buffy the Vampire Slayer and the Guild flipbook, free comic book day comic from Dark Horse. So I just said to them, "Can I have it?" And they went, "Yeah, carry on. Obviously somebody didn't want it. You can have it if you want." Fair enough. If you don't want it, I'll have it. That might have to be my mantra. If you don't want it, I'll have it. So yeah, that's free comic book day. From what I understand, it was pretty good. I don't know what I was expecting when I got to the comic shop. I did say to the guys that were in there that I thought it was going to be a bit busier, but they actually said that it was in the first half hour of the comic shop opening. That's the most they've ever had people walk through the door. But then they had about 25 people walk through their front door in about 10 minutes. So yeah, a brilliant free comic book day, I believe, was had by all, apart from, of course, if you didn't get a copy of that, which I did. Sorry. Gracious in victory. Sorry. Yeah, that's about it really for this little video. Like I said, I shall chew my way through this lot and do a review of all that. Just to give you a bit of an idea, I won't show you the pack ones I got, but we have comics like The Secret History of D.B. Cooper, brilliant. We have Mudman. Somebody on one of my last videos asked me why I only review Marvel and DC comics in my my usual reviews, and that is because the independent ones I get from my comic shops, so I know I get them. Marvel and DC ones I usually pick up from eBay. So we have as well The Boys. We have Epic Kill. We have Mind the Gap, which is Ghost Critic's fault. I wasn't going to pick this up, and then Ghost Critic said, "Oh, it's a really good read." So I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. We also have America's Got Powers, which is the new Jonathan Ross and Brian Hitch comic, and I enjoyed this when I first read it. We have another issue of The Boys. We have Exo Man of War. We have Jennifer Blood. We have, for want of a better name, Dicks. We have we have Hell Yeah. Yeah, we have Fanboys versus Zombies. We have loads of comics that are falling everywhere. We have Saga. I might even actually do my review on the first issue of Saga, seeing as I got that when it first came out, but I thought I'd wait until I get issue 2, so I don't know why. So yeah, I shall go now. I shall chew my way through this little lot, and all this, and I shall be back later on, possibly either later on tonight or tomorrow with some reviews. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you everybody for subscribing. I cannot believe that I'm really getting this close to 100 subscribers. Brilliant. Thank you everybody that I met. Thank you Jay, nice meeting you. Thank you Lee, nice meeting you as well. And thank you Mysterious Girl who took the Twilight poster. Thank you, it was nice meeting you as well. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. Enjoy your free comic book day and the rest of the weekend, and see you later. Ta-ta for now.